Welcome guys. Posing can be a really difficult thing to master, but we all get intimidated by it. Often we're at a wedding or perhaps we're photographing a portrait of somebody and they're right in front of us and we just don't know where to start. What I'm here to do is actually give you the street smart of posing so you can just be absolutely fearless, get in there and totally understand what to do. Now, more importantly than just flattering someone and making someone look and feel beautiful with the poses that we do, what we're going to do is actually make it a form of communication. Because quite simply, all brides, grooms for that matter, will actually consider posing as very robotic, very static, and it almost implies a feeling that, I'm not going to have a good day today. So we have to take charge, take confidence, and slow down when we give our direction, make it very clear, very concise. And as you master posing, you'll just get to the destination a lot quicker. It'll be a lot more fun and efficient, and it doesn't have to be stuffy. Now, really, really important, a bride will often tell you, I just do not want to be posed. I just don't want to be posed. That's just not what I want. They see these fleeting moments on Pinterest. They see these fleeting, beautiful, effortless moments where everyone's interacting, and they assume that all of these shots are just captured photojournalistically, and arguably it may be the skill of the photographer, as in I've just captured that I was in the right place at the right time as this bride did this, and that's great. But I believe it's the energy that you bring to the table. I believe it's the direction that you give to your brides and your grooms and your families that make the difference. Because if I photographed a wedding totally photojournalistically, well, people being natural don't look that great. That's just the difference. So do people stand in the good light? Do people stand in a way that flatters them? Do they push their hip towards a camera that makes their butt look bigger? Does the bride just sit like this and then we have these little pinches of skin hanging over a dress? Does she have a double chin? All these different things that we have to consider. At the end of the day, some brides and grooms and families don't want to be posed, but they should be. So how do you actually convince a bride that she should be posed and she doesn't want to? I simply say, as beautiful as you are, I can make you shine brighter than ever before with a simple direction. Would you like that? Now, the way I ask, no one is going to say, no, make me look uglier than I already am, please. No one's going to do that. They're all going to welcome that. So rather than use words like pose, I would use words like prompt and direct, even know that it is actually posing. Posing is quite clinically the best word to use in a sense that it describes what you're going to do. But prompt and direct arguably are the words that you want to use. And really, if you tell the brides and the grooms basically why you're doing what you're doing, then it's going to be okay. You see, we underestimate what women will do for beauty. Ironically, some brides say, I don't want to be posed, but they will spend 2 hours on hair and makeup. They will literally just wax their legs and rip out the hair by the roots, do all these crazy, painful things for beauty, and then all of a sudden, well, I want to look natural. Well, it's almost an anomaly. It's an oxymoron. Like you spending all this time to look natural, but you're not going to be getting, married in sweatpants. You're going to get married in a beautiful dress, hair and makeup. We want to bring out the best in you. So we need to basically mention to our brides and grooms and couples that we are there to bring out the best in them. And really, brides don't care what they do for beauty as long as they know it's going to be a great result. Yes, there's going to be some people who maybe would lean towards maybe a more organic style of photography, but you are going to need to know how to pose people. What I'm here to do with you guys is actually explain the street smart of posing. Don't get too scientific about it, but the street smart to actually get to the destination a lot quicker. We're going to teach you foundations of posing with the female form, the male form, couples, and really get to the bottom of some foundation poses that we can start with, because often you might all be gung-ho and you might be with me right now and think, Jerry, I'm with you, I believe in what you're doing, great, and then you stand in front of a couple and you don't know where to start. So I'm going to give you those foundations and knowing where to start, but I'm not going to teach you posing by just showing you poses after poses. This is not basically memorizing poses, although certainly I'll show you many. It is understanding the specifics of what will bring out the best in people, using those principles that we can apply to pretty much anyone. Now, the easiest way to pose someone is mirroring, is literally get them to mirror what you do. So there's been weddings that I've actually photographed overseas and internationally where the bride actually doesn't understand a word of English. So I find someone who understands English and say, hey, can you tell that bride to simply mirror exactly what I do? And it's amazing how that works. So we're going to show that to you as well. After a while, with repetition, experience and practice, you will just get to that destination a lot quicker. You'll get you'll find out easy words to understand that gets you to that pose quicker, and that comes with experience. But I'm here to give you some success stories that I've had over the years and say, hey, this is what's worked for me, and also this is what hasn't worked for me. So we'll work that out. So now what we're going to do is we're going to introduce our models. They're actually a real couple, but Lisa's going to come in. We're going to talk about mirroring and exactly how that works.